you live here. If we could see how Cameroon are going to start their game immediately with Zambia, that will be another game fixture that is going to entertain our fans as Japan, Jordan equally entertain our fans. For us to take the game to the next level, we are going to see how Cameroon are up with Zambia. And if we check at the lineup of Cameroon, Zambia, we are going to really understand that the game is in, and they said it is a private venue that is not being disclosed. We don't know why the venue is not being disclosed, and there we are being told that the game is going to be the game result is going to be available only after the match, and we are not disputing that. When we look at Cameroon with its lineup, we see Lawrence Molinga, Tanzi Mwape. That is Zambia. When we look at Zambia lineup, we are going to discover we have a lot also happening as we bring it to you with Lawrence Mulenga, Tanzi Mwape, Zapanda Perry, Frankie Musonda, Stopila Sanzu, Kevin Kapumbo, Rally Bwale, Buaya, Golden Mafuante, Edward Chilufya, Fashion Sakala, Patson Daka. What about Cameroon? As we see Cameroon lineup, we are looking at the players that Cameroon have brought in to contest Zambia in this scenario. We see Fabrice Ondoa, Jean Charles Castelletto, Christopher Wall, Harold Makudi, Nohotulu, Olivia Cham, Olivia Kemin, uh, Andrew Frank Zambo Angisa, Noah Ngamalu, Vincent Abubakar, Darlene Yongwa. So, guys, if we have seen this on ground, we are going to be skeptical that we might not be able to get the real game live. Why so? Because the third, it is going to be happening in a closed door in an undisclosed venue. So if we are waiting for a Cameroon game where we see Zambia 4-2-3-1 and Cameroon 3-4-1 3-4-3 formidable formation, then we have no choice to take it from the available broadcast we are going to have, whether it's verbal, whether it's live commentary. It is the way it is, and we have no other choice. My bet has passed through with Japan. Keron Patrick, shout out to you. Congratulations, you won 5 goals to 0. Japan against Jordan. Maybe Japan will score more than 6 at least. We are still waiting to see if Japan can move on. Japan always do 5 goals. Yeah, Japan are a form of doing 5 goals. If they don't do 5, they are going to do 4. We saw the field goal coming in at 71 minutes, and that is a formidable show for them. As we look at Zambia, Cameroon still preparing for their show to take over. We see Fashion Sakala for Zambia, Edward Chilufaya, Larry Wadlia, Patson Daka. All the key talismanic performers and players of Zambia are in place, waiting anxiously as the game will not be televised anytime soon. But as it is not going to be televised, I will bring you later for us to share and have fun while cheering our respective teams. That is it, guys, as we give it why Vietnam takes on Kyrgyzstan in a very close encounter. Still waiting for the game to unveil, as they also term it to be a closed door affair. Almost every friendly today is a closed door. That is why informations are not being let out, only the scores are being broadcasted. If you are lucky to see the score along the line, it's okay for you. And if you are not lucky to see it happen, then that should be something we might not be able to uh, say, because as it stands, a closed door encounter always bring the game to an end before the result comes out. So let's see what happens as Craigston boys up with that amplitude of doing things at this level where they are already playing 4 minutes of their game time. With 4 minutes of their game time, it is not bad, guys. We are at least fortunate to get the statistics and the way the life is going on smoothly. That is still 5 minutes of game time, while Cameroon are not leaving any stone unturned with Zambia to make sure everything happen as planned as we move on. So if we can look critically, we're going to see where we hold 5 goals to 0 against Jordan. Which do you like better, Matimo or Kobo? Actually, I don't like any of them. The person I like is the person that score more goals, the person that performs well. That is what I can answer per your question. You cannot ask me if I like but this player or I like but this player. It's the same. You are going to ask if I like but Lionel Messi or I like but Ronaldo. So there is no point of liking. Okay, anybody that have the most Ballon d'Or is the best, because he has proven it. Not even on paper, he has proven it physically. So we should get to that understanding. Okay, so here we are getting it as Zambia. We be seeing off Cameroon if we are not getting it right. Maybe it should be a win for Zambia. We don't yet know. We don't yet know. We have that ill luck that we haven't gotten enough info based on how things are supposed to be done with Craigston on the way. Shout out to all my Zambia fans, Cameroonian fans, Craigston, Vietnam, Jordan, Japan. Love you all from Amstein Sport, as we take in our game solely to see how the game fixtures of this international friendly as we prepares for Asian Cup and African Cup of Nations simultaneously, because they are going to take place at the same moment. And that is going to be an exceptional tournament that is entertaining all fans around the world. We have already done our prediction based on that, and if you are interested, you can check the videos out and give your own points of view based on who is going to reign supreme in either of those encounter. So right now, we are told Zambia are up for grabs, while Cameroon are still waiting for befitting timeline to make move. But unfortunate result is after the match. As the game start, 2 minutes away from now, we wait for it, and it is still happening. That we are still pending. We are still pending the statistics here as we see the match beginning. We give it to you with all the info on ground. Looking forward. So that is it. We wait for the first goal, the first deadlock of this game. Craigston are boiling it for us to digest with Vietnam equally on their scale, while Cameroon are still at 3 minutes of game time with Zambia preparing for a better fixture, preparing for a better turnaround. That will be another sphere, and we have seen recent encounter as head to head where Cameroon saw off Zambia 2 goals to one for full time, full 90 minutes, and those are the instances where we are going to be thinking that this can be a revenge fixture for Zambia, although we don't yet know, but it can happen as we keep the pressure and keep the candle burning. With that 6 goals to 0, Japan have always been the best. They have done it again. This is just a replica of what has happened before. 79 minutes, we were able to see 6 goals to 0 against Jordan in favor of Japan. Japan have once given Jordan 6 goals to 0 in the past, and today is another day. They have given it to Jordan 6 goals to 0, 4 goals in the second half, in the first half, and 2 goals in the second half. Let's see if it is going to be more than what they have given before. Now is the time. Let's go, guys. We are still seeing it at this point because it is having a little bit of challenges that still to be unveiled. If we can see Vietnam here and the Kyrgyzstan, they are still pulling up their metals to make hay for the sun to shine. While Zambia are looking very sharp as they place at this position. Zambia are sharp, and we see how they are taking it slowly but surely, with live update all coming in with us here. That will be a position for us to grab with the first 5 minutes of the game. When Hish is free with Fabrice Ondwa keeping for Cameroon, with Mulenga keeping for Zambia. Abubakar, Vincent, Fashion Sakala, the top nine facing each other in that scenario will be this. This Japan is so good. That is why Japan seems to be one of the contender of the Asian Cup. So let's see. It is 6 minutes, and Zambia are still working on their ways toward breaking the first deadlock against Cameroon, and we certainly see it at that phase when the first deadlock is being broken. If we can see Kyrgyzstan here sitting on with Vietnam at the first 11 minutes of their tally, we should also think they are still making hay for the sun to shine as their game stand a chance to unveil right away. So guys, we are up. The matches are up as we see it. Welcome to you all as we give it back-to-back result and statistics. In 5 minutes time, we are going to see the end of Jordan and Japan, that they play 6 goals to 0 rioting. Japan is just creating chaos on Jordan, while Zambia are still to make hay for the sun to shine. If we have enumerated all the statistics and the status quo, please just one more goal. One more goal will come, Mr. Maki. One more goal will come. No Iraq, Egypt, Japan. So at this point, we could have been seeing Zambia also making a good step forward with the game all starting, and we could also realize that Zambia manager Avran Grant and Rigobert Song have done their best for the preparation, as it is just a friendly. But we are realizing that fans are backing Cameroon to win this game, and how true and how possible is it that Cameroon can secure a victory in this game? That is what I don't know, but I stand to see how it is going to happen because it is a test of time. With a test of time, we see things happen for us to take the real precautions. Right now, let's see if Zambia are that formidable. Let's see if Cameroon are that formidable as they move on with their first 8 minutes of game time, gradually into the first quarter, gradually into the first half, and we are still waiting. That is Kyrgyzstan, that is Vietnam on the other end. What are they doing? They are offering us what they can, and they are also formidable for what they do at that stages. So let's take it up and see what is there for us to understand. If we can see the game at this point where we have already slated Japan waiting for the 7 goal. Salam alaikum, Dovran, how are you? Basim Hassan, 6 goals to 1. So let's see Japan here still warming up and enduring as Jordan endures the pressure in the space At 45 minutes, we have seen two goals. Jordan have scored at 81 minutes, 85 minutes. That is 6 goals to one, guys. We have 6 goals to one. Jordan have scored. Jordan have scored 6 goals to one, and that is it. Why we look at the status quo of Cameroon or Zambia, we are still waiting to see what the timeline and what the way forward will be like when Zambia effectively take on the game to their own interest. While Gregston plays the first quarter of their game in a good and serene environment. We see every aspect as 9 minutes goes by. Cameroon are still pending to start effectively the game when we are going to see every happening step by step, moves by moves, and penny by penny. So that is Zambia vs Cameroon match fixture, guys, at King Abdullah Sport City. At King Abdullah Sport City, we have all the fixture, we have all the key aspect as we takes on with the very formation we have always been using. So let's see what happens. Zambia is up for grab. We got it all. The match started back and forth, both teams seeking to gain position, and it's not yet easy as Zambia fight to get position. That is the same way uh, Cameroon fight to get position, and in the first steps of this match, that's the early hours, they are looking on how to maintain that position. All Zambians are arriving, all Cameroonians are arriving, but we are still keeping an eye to see what will definitely happen immediately. We see the first deadlock being broken. So, guys, let's keep it low and high at the same time with Kyrgyzstan, Vietnam playing 16 minutes with no goal, while Zambia are still waiting. While we round up with Japan, Jordan at 87 minutes. Japan is also looking for the 7th goal, while Jordan is looking for the 2nd goal. Can Jordan score the 2nd goal, guys? Shout out to Jordan. Jordan have started their journey toward equalization, and that is good. 87, we saw a goal coming in from Jordan. So the match have just been at the verge of gearing toward the first 15 minutes of game time. That is Cameroon, Zambia. And we are expecting to see something with different turnaround. And we have given up with Cameroon, Zambia match fixture that have been miscomprehended with little or no statistics. So the game is on the way while we get the timeline of the real score being fixed. That is how we get it, and we are still bringing forth more information pertaining to Zambia, Cameroon while we get on the way. That is still already 70 minutes of game time. Japan versus Jordan, still working hard to bring in just the best. While we see if Zambia were able to do it more than Cameroon, then we should be able to see it at this point where things are being fixed for the betterment of both teams, for the fans and well wishers advantage. And that is also Kyrgyzstan. If we could get it here at the early hours where Kyrgyzstan have gotten underway with Vietnam, we thought it was going to happen earlier, but the time was shifted uh, to this hour where we have taken the initiative to embark on the journey, and we are already 19 minutes going to 20 minutes of game time. We should be expecting many happenings. We should be expecting many moves to come in to rescue either Vietnam or Kyrgyzstan. If we talk about the recent head-to-head, we are going to see Cameroon playing already 14 minutes of game time, 14 minutes of game time with Zambia here, and that's the way forward to get things done the right way. With that, it is going to be wholesome to get every aspect of the game going in and out. So that is still Japan, as we see the injury time stepping in. They are already in the injury time, guys, and Japan are still looking forward. Japan are still enjoying the position while Jordan are managing themselves under the pressure. Let's see if it's going to be more than 7 goals or exactly 7 goals. So if Japan can make it, then we are probably going to see Zambia and Cameroon on the same page where they are struggling. Maybe Zambia and Cameroon will probably like the match fixture between Ghana and Namibia where they place a draw. Or Senegal yesterday. Probably this will be the same margin of concentration. We don't yet know, but we are still waiting to see what happens. Why Kyrgyzstan, Vietnam will definitely be at the same margin like Japan, Jordan, where we are going to see rioting. Yes, maybe Kyrgyzstan can run riot on Vietnam, or maybe Vietnam can run riot on Kyrgyzstan, the other way around. All it's fine. The way forward is Japan is making it here for the sun to shine. Zambia have scored already. That is the way forward, guys. Zambia have scored against Cameroon already 1 goal to 0 within the first 15 minutes of their game time. If Zambia are able to score this first goal within the first Patson Daka scored, guys. Patson Daka have scored in the 15 minutes of their game time against Cameroon, and that is a blow. That is a good start for Zambia, as we see Patson Daka making it the other way around. Why we still remain with the Japanese squad and the Jordanian squad moving toward the end of their game. Shout out to the Zambian squad as they make it here for the sun to shine. It is a game where we are going to see Cameroon lament under the umbrella of Zambia here. If care is not taken, where we see Kyrgyzstan, Vietnam still boiling up every aspect of this game coming in with mixed feeling. So that is it. Patson Daka step up and challenge Abubakar Vincent to see Zambia ahead of Cameroon in this game. That is the way we could see such fixture being that formidable. So that is still the way forward. The game is still starting. The game have not gone way beyond how we expected. But from there, we're going to get to the final end with good results and better turnaround. Let's see if Cameroon can come back. Let's see if Zambia will continue in that same scenario to make it more goals in the first half and continue in that same perspective in the second half. All tends to Zambia. So let's see also if Jordan will be able to make it 2 goals to be able to stand 6 goals to 2 in this encounter before the end of their match coming in few minutes, because Jordan Japan will end in few minutes. So let's see what happens here. It is a game where we have seen a lot of challenges with the game coming to an end already. Japan game have ended and it's a 6 goals to 0 match fixture. Congratulations to Japan once more as we takes on. So guys, it is 1 goal to already to 0. Cameroon are still building up, trying to understand themselves and utilize their formidable formation where they think it's all about getting the job done, but they need to work on the strategies as they place the most usual lineup of 4-3-3 If we can see the 4-3 of Cameroon by Darlin Yongwa, Abubakar Vincent, Nicolas Momi Gamele, Olivier Cham, Olivier Kini, Frank Angisa, uh, Nuhutulu, Arot Mokodi, Christopher Wall, Jean-Charles Castelluto, and Fabrice Ondua, all together teaming up for the challenge. As we see Patson Daka, the winger, still working on the strategies to give it to Fashion Sakala to be able to deliver to make it second goal, as they are aiming higher with more than just one goal. The one goal is not the margin here. We need to see more. Hello, my Pakistan and Vietnam fans. We are playing already 25 minutes here, and we are still working out the situation to see how we can center our goals and make things look favorable. We wait for the team that is going to break the first deadlock in this encounter. We bring it to you further. So that is the way we start things. We be happen. If Zambia were that smart to take on Cameroon with that ball position, with that formidable formation where we have seen 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1 seems to be somehow technical, but everybody knows already 4-3-3. 4-3-3 is the lineup Cameroon played their last match with. I think that's the lineup Cameroon uses in their last match. From there, they still bring it forth in this game. It's not yet over, guys. It's not yet over, but we see how Zambia is pressing Cameroon. How many minutes more? The game has ended. Japan, Japan Jordan game have come to an end. Japan emerged victorious with 6 goals to 1. So that is it. So Cameroon have taken it to the next level of concentration when they have noticed that Zambia is dominating Cameroon with a greater ball position, and that is not enough reason, because we have seen how teams have dominated and they later out not winning. So in this scenario, we should see something of great differences, something with different challenge as we still gear up to the show. While we are preparing to see off the next half, we are also preparing that much for Vietnam vs Kyrgyzstan, as the international friendly 2024 is taking us to either Asian Cup or African Cup of Nations. This is a replica of the match that is going to be happening. If Zambia are preparing to see off Cameroon as a first step as entering Ivory Coast, Cameroon also are looking forward to see the demolition of Zambia as first step entering Ivory Coast. Everybody is aiming high to enter Ivory Coast in grand styles. Everybody is aiming high to enter Ivory Coast in grand styles. That will be formidable to see that if truly every teams are performing at their best, we are also going to get best fixtures so far as we get it always. So let's go, guys. We are still at that level of performance where we are still seeing every happenings as pertaining to this turnout. It is still Japan Jordan as we saw it happening. Japan have emerged victorious against Jordan, and that is formidable. That is fantastic. We could get it done. Why Cameroon now are sitting on the fence looking for a consolation goal, looking for the restoration of parity. Can that happen? That is what we don't know. Why we see Kyrgyzstan, Vietnam still coming in with a lot of strategy, with a lot of methodology to solve the chemistry within them and bring us the real differences that we need to see, that we need to cheer up. So guys, it is still the game as we move it from there. Why Cameroon are struggling under the umbrella of Zambia, That's the same way we should see Zambia trying the second deadlock if it is going to be possible. If the second deadlock is going to be possible, then why not deliver it? We wait for the deliverance of the second deadlock against the opponents. So let's see, it is up, it is up, and we see it in this aspect of the game where the 25 minutes of game time have seen Cameroon losing to Zambia. This is really amazing, guys. We were expecting something of, uh, although our expectation is still intact, okay? Our expectation is still intact. We have not deviated. We haven't deviated from that. We haven't deviated from our initial expectation of 2-2 draw. 2-2 draw is the lifeline of this match. To you who is watching, we have gotten fans predicted already a win for Zambia. We don't know how far that will be, but we are still standing the chance to see. We are still standing the chance to see what's going to happen. Because right now, Zambian fans are overexcited, but it's not yet the end. It's not yet the end. We are still watching. We are still looking forward. We are still looking forward and maintaining the composure at which things are unveiling till we get to the final sphere where we are either going to see Cameroon do it the other way, and that's the end between Jordan and Japan. Congratulations and thank you for watching. So if we are still taking it here at 31 minutes, we should also know that here, hello, all right, bro, who scored for Zambia? We got Patson Daka, Serap Gosiri. We got Patson Daka scored for Zambia at 15 minutes of their game time. That was a win. We saw it as Patson Daka proved to be that formidable. We couldn't say more, we couldn't say less, but we saw Paston Daka demolish Cameroon. Although it's not a demolition, but with the excitement on ground, we can call it demolition. We can call it demolition because it is way forward game. So let's see how things will happen and continue to happen in that scenario when Patson Daka have already proven himself. We wait to see if Abubakar Vincent and co can also prove themselves at that same scenario where we are getting the time to bring to you just the best, because right now Zambia are up and they are serious in what they are doing, the main business, and they are leaving no stone unturned to take the game to the next level. Cameroon have equalized already, guys. At 27 minutes, we could see the restoration of parity by Cameroon here. Cameroon have equalized. Yes, that is the game just coming in right away. And who equalizes the goal? That's what we are looking for. That's what we are searching for. As the game goes by, we see Darlin Yongwa equalize at 26 minutes with the first yellow card to Zambia Edward Chilufa. So here the game starts again. I think we are almost gearing toward realizing our goal for the prediction, as we predicted a 2-2 draw. At this point, if we can get something way more challenging, then it should be 2-2 draw at the end. But if it cannot be 2-2 draw, it should be something way more different from what we are seeing, because it's going to be one of its kind. It's going to be also challenging from the look of things to make it looks more better. We get it from there and we are delivering rightfully with that margin at hand. Let's look at it, guys. We are still looking at it. That is Cameroon getting it back in their hands. But Sondaka did it, but it has been taking it away. While we wait for the second goal, that was a warm up. That was a good morning, as we could see it. Right now, we are having all the tools. We are having all. While we wait for it, we are also looking for the real challenge. We are also looking for every aspect of the game to come into pass by taking it toward the middle aspect of the game, toward the first half whistle or culminating to happenings. So let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go as we see it. It is still Zambia here looking for position. If they can see a chance in their hands, they should be able to bring it forth and make hair for the sun to shine. While we're still looking for a space to stand and mention the challenge that is up for grab. So that shouldn't be an issue for, for the moment. As we get toward the end of first half, we have seen already all the fixtures coming in. It has proven to be there, and we got it at that point. Where we are right now, we are looking for the challenge to be real. We are looking for the challenge to take place and go the right way, using the right strategy and the right protocol. And we also give us a clue on how to manage the situation at hand. Why Cameroon is also looking for a way. The match started. Yes, Amos Willa, the match have started and we place a draw game of 1-1 between Cameroon and Zambia. Zambia scored first at 14 minutes and Cameroon equalizes later. That is the way forward as we have seen it. Is the way forward. We couldn't imagine it can be that fast for equalization, but it has been. It has happened. It has happened. Cameroon are still working extremely hard, as well as Zambia are not sleeping either. They are also working extremely hard. They produce just the best and bring in the best of their quality to combat Cameroon and take things to the next level. Right now, let's see what happens as we keep it up. That is Cameroon as we see still budgeting up and preparing for the next phase of this encounter, which will equally be a way forward. Show, bro. You are doing a great job. Thank you, Sarapen Grossi. Actually, we played 34 minutes between Cameroon and Zambia, and we are still stepping up the game with all what we have on ground. While Kyrgyzstan, Vietnam plays already at 40 minutes with no goal in their hands still to show for, and that is the way forward. Giving it back to back with the clear statistics at hand that will help us to understand the status quo and the methods at which things are supposed to happen. And right now, we can only see it at that point of contact, at that point of concentration, where things are getting on extremely well planned, extremely well scheduled, with every indication, with every aspect still propelling that much better. So let's get it up and see what's happening right away. Let's get it up and see what's happening as we take on the main fixture on ground. That's come on, Kyrgyzstan, Vietnam, please. 40 minutes. We are still waiting for the game to evolve. Why we still see Cameroon still battling at a very high temperature to slid past Zambia, as Zambia are not only being joking, they mean business, they mean something, as we see them standing up straight and looking for position, looking for opportunity. That will be a sign for them. As we move on, there are so many trials as they try to balance up the show. Darlington Yongwa equalizes parts of Dhaka goals and it brings them to equal standard of 1-1 draw. Equal standard of 1-1 draw. When we come to equal standard of 1-1 draw, we should be able to also realize the importance of equalizing the game. It means taking the game to the next level, and obviously that will be what will happen from the look of things. We can see it at this point. We are still working a strategy out, looking for really 36 minutes. With this 36 minutes, we have little time to go. We have less than 15 minutes to go for the first half break, the first half whistle to come into effect. And with that first half whistle, we are leaving no stone unturned to see that we get a winner in this first half. When there comes a winner in this first half, probably we are one step away from finishing as Kyrgyzstan, Vietnam takes on and still looking formidable. That's the same way we see the game fixture for it to happen. That is Cameroon, who scored for Zambia. Patson Daka Bope Mwamba. Patson Daka scored for Zambia. He scored first at 14 minutes. He scored first at 14 minutes. That was a blue. That was a blue. That was a blue for Cameroon until they came back to make hay for the sun to shine. The wingers are working extremely hard. So we should be able to wait for more result as we drive into the second half. That will also give us enough initiative, enough result to center our mind on and bring forth something more useful and more meaningful to share. But that doesn't change the fact that the game looked promising for a way of draw game. Zambia is a team which everyone is not respecting, and they are considered to be underdog. But I feel this team will go far. Let this be a warning to the big team in Africa. Actually, Zambia is not considered as an underdog. It's during those days that Zambia was considered as an underdog. This time, it's a different era for Zambian football. Zambian have been performing extremely well during this era. So it is not those days. Those days have gone. We are in the 21st century, and we should see something of this new era as pertaining to Zambian football. Zambian football have gone far. Okay, so you should also look toward that direction. Zambia football is not here. It has gone far. So let's see, guys, what happens here as Indonesia will be taking on Iran soon. But the game have been shifted to further notice, as we are going to be bringing it to you. Why that happens, we still takes on with our Vietnam match. We still takes on with our Vietnam match and bring to you why Cameroon and Zambia are still playing at draw of 1-1, and that is a very good margin for them as they enters the first half whistle. They are really getting into the first half whistle, and we are going to be seeing it at that point. You get me clear, right? So you should really consider the fact that football have evolved, football have changed the scenario. From there, you understand what I'm saying. For Zambia to be at this stage, they have already tried. Before, it was always difficult for Zambia to qualify for the African Cup of Nations, but this time, Aris Satian 2 goals to 0. Let's see if Craigstown can do something against Vietnam. It was always difficult before to qualify for the Nations Cup, but it's not today. Today, things have changed. Yeah, things have changed. Things have changed. So we should be expecting a way more befitting encounter between both teams to showcase and bring forth a lot of impact in this game that will rescue and impact fans positively. That is Zambia still looking for it. That is Zambia still looking for it with a scare where we might be looking for chances to grab every every aspect that comes with the game should be an example of a formidable fixture that brings every clearance for this match, every understanding in our own scares. So we should be able to understand that Zambia is taking it to the next level. When Zambia takes it to the next level, we are probably going to see Cameroon embrace the journey and take the show also to the next level of concentration. With that happening, we shouldn't underestimate anybody's effort in this encounter, because this is a showpiece that is bringing forth a lot of parity, a lot of things to consider as we move to the Nation Cup in a few days, because it's going to be tough, it's going to be formidable. So let's see what happens here, guys. We are still moving. The international friendly. If we couldn't have seen the game here coming into realization, where we have already gotten closer and more closer to the end of first half at 44 minutes. There is no goal at this point. We are still waiting. We are still looking forward for Cameroon. Montre nous le match. Mon frère, il n'y a pas le match. Et on a dit que c'est privé. C'est pour cela que on peut regarder seulement comment ça se déroule, en minute, le temps du match. Voilà comment on peut vous sauver de ce côté parce que moi j'ai déjà fui partout, moi je n'ai pas trouvé. Si c'est comme ça, on pouvait seulement constater que c'est le Zambie qui a marqué le premier, qui a marqué premièrement, et Camerounais, ils ont égalisé. Et maintenant, c'est à un autre niveau, une autre étape pour la première mi-temps qu'on vient de voir. Voilà ça, c'est à la première mi-temps. En première mi-temps, c'est un but à un contre Zambie et le Cameroun. Maintenant, on a quoi à dire? Franchement, si le Cameroun sont fortes, il doit nous montrer maintenant parce que on est déjà au niveau pour terminer la première mi-temps. Et si là, les Zambie aussi, ils sont très forts. Nous, on attend pour voir, on verra si franchement ils sont forts. Voilà ce que moi je peux vous donner présentement. That is what we see, and I'm giving you the live commentary because we have been looking for the actual match to no avail. There is no way we are getting the actual match. We have been trying, but we have been trying. There is no actual match. There is no actual match. We have tried, but nothing have shown up. We should be able to understand this. They term it to be a private show, but with a private show, the we can only get the results after the match. After the match, that is why it's somehow way more closer. So with that done and said, we are ready for the first half whistle that comes in few moments. With the first half whistle, that is the same scenario where we saw Japan and Jordan in their friendly. They ended up playing in the closed door, but we got all the statistics, we got all the goals. Cameroon match is even more better that we are getting the goal scorer, we are getting the cut, the substitution, the start. We are getting majority of the start. So some matches are not even providing us with even 2% of this other statistics. So at the we should be at the point where we are even more advantageous to get all this aspect of the game on ground. If we are giving it at this point, it is because we see the game challenges and we notice that gearing up at this point we really means something to ponder upon, and we are not going to take any chances to see that we cannot get it done. We need to get it done as we see the game on views, because right now it's already first half. In the first half, we have seen all we have already seen all the statistics showing clearly that it will be a game where a lot will happen. And when a lot will happen, what will happen? We are only going to see win upon win upon win, right? And when we see win upon win upon win, what else? Nothing. So let's get it on and see the statistics, guys. We are up. That is already 40. Can you give the name of the channel, please? There is no channel, Bina. There is no channel to watch this game. I have been checking. Go to website. They are telling you image are still processing. Image are still processing, and they will keep you there for a long time. You not see anything to concentrate on. Now we are playing already 43 minutes, and Cameroon plays at the same margin of concentration with Zambia, and that is formidable for us to see it. Answer me, please, bro. Is Zambia TV or another channel? I don't have an idea of where to get the of where people are watching from. I'm getting my own information from satellite, right from the stadium, as they term it to be a private affair, a closed door encounter. You got me, right? So I'm not watching from a TV. I'm getting live analytics from the stadium. Okay, so that is the way forward. If we can even get that, it's Patson Daka who scored first. Then we got it. Yeah, thank you for understanding. If we can get it here, that for the match encounter, Patson Daka of Zambia scored at 13 minutes, while Darlin Yongwa for Cameroon scored at 20 minutes. Zambia have already gotten a yellow card, Chilufwa. Then we see Zambia almost playing same ball position with Cameroon. What are we waiting for? At least you need to see the visuals, right? But the visuals not available. The visuals is not available, so that's why we don't have it. So if I would have gotten even a destination where you can see the visual, I would have also directed you that, friend, viewers, you can watch the visuals at this particular venue. But there's no venue for that, guys. There's no venue for that. There is no venue for that. I have tried, but I haven't gotten the clear info. I haven't gotten the clear info, but still working on that to see if I can get things done on time and bring you forth what is needed for the clear viewpoint of this match. It will be also good for us to get the statistics together and share the points of views based on the charismatic performance of both teams as we take all the international friendlies seriously. uh are you watching or not? If yes, tell me the channel. I'm not watching. I'm taking statistics from satellite. No, man. Merci pour ta réponse, Cameroun est fier de toi. Merci aussi, Bida, c'est très important pour voir que c'est déjà la mi-temps. Au mi-temps, Cameroun, Zambie, ils ont fini à 1-1 et prochainement, c'est le deuxième mi-temps. Au deuxième mi-temps, c'est là où on va voir les matchs, comme ça va se dérouler. Mais pour la preview, on avait prévu 2 buts à 2. Donc voilà le montant de buts concernant cette match. Maintenant, on attend 15 minutes pour la deuxième mi-temps, à commencement. Environ ça, on va vous donner quelques infos concernant la forme du Zambie et la forme du Cameroon. That is the way forward. No, man, I'm not watching. I'm getting the satellite information from the first hand from the stadium, and we bring it to you all. That is why I share international friendly info with all my fans as we bring it also. We have already seen how Japan have demolished Jordan with 6 goals to 1. We saw all the happenings as it moved on to that end of 6 goals to 1 as the final highlight and preview. So, guys, what we can see is that another fixture is taking place within the international friendly matches, and that happens to be Guinea versus Djibouti. With Guinea vs Djibouti match, we got it all, and we are also going to share with you the little we have because that one is even more complicated than we thought. That one is even more complicated than what we thought it could be because there is no tracker. There is no tracker. We only got time ticking. If there is no tracker and we got time ticking, at least it should give us a clear understanding where we are getting to. By this time, we should know that it is up for grab and Ikichira Guinea are planning to run riot. So guys, if you are to watch the match, there is no match live, but with the little I got, I'm going to share with you better statistics, better journey, and we are going to get the understanding on how Equatorial Guinea and Djibouti are also going to unveil, given the timeline that Cameroon have already seen of Zambia for the first half. This is same as listening to the radio, isn't it, bro? George Chisla, I don't really know. You are the one to tell me. You are the one to tell me. It's verbal commentary, right? Who scored for Zambia? Patson Daka, Andrew Tembo. We saw the formidable Patson Daka, and he scored at 13 minutes of game time. We could enjoy the goal from him with no surrender and no retreat. So here we are heading on to see what the rebranding of Zambia and Cameroon will look like for the betterment of the second half. Cameroon is going to win by 3 goals to 2. El Nip, no problem. We got the prediction. If we got the prediction, at least other viewers need to see as we got a prediction here. 3 goals to 1 score line for Cameroon. But we are still waiting, we are still anticipating as we coil up and prepare for the real fixtures to come in few moments. Kyrgyzstan, Vietnam give up for their first half whistle as we wait for the game. So guys, for you waiting at Equatorial Guinea and Djibouti, we placed already 4 minutes of game time. With 4 minutes of game time, I'm still bringing you more info concerning this particular match fixture for us to digest to our satisfaction. Are you ready? Are you ready? If you are ready, then the match is here for us to digest and bring forth whatever we have to share. Is it that Djibouti and Equatorial Guinea, the last match we saw, Equatorial Guinea emerged victorious against Djibouti with 1 goal to 0. And today, let's see if it is going to be same. It is going to be that same margin where we have seen it happen, because obviously they have already planned for the next event to be one of its kind. Without that, we cannot have anything again to shoulder on with the statistic at hand. So let's see Djibouti as they place their game in a serene environment. Do you prefer the scenario at hand, or you prefer the time ticking in front of us to see what is happening at what minute the game takes off? Okay, let me bring you the time so that we all read the chat together. We all read the statistics together. For those of you who are up, you are highly welcome wherever you are watching from. That is the way we could see it with Cameroon and Zambia. Without that done, we get it here as a misconception that the Zambia Cameroon match right now brings us to the first half. Yes, Zambia will carry the day. Okay, we got another prediction. Bring in your prediction. Elijah said Zambia 2, Cameroon 1. Okay, that's another prediction. Sure. Zambia to win it. Okay, yes, Zambia will carry the day. Zambia will win. Okay, Zambia will win Cameroon. Okay, no problem. The game is not limited only to prediction. At least we are going to see it in action when it finally comes to pass. Okay? We are going to see it in prediction when it finally comes to pass because it's more of action than words. Yes, it's more of action than words. That is the way forward for Equatorial Guinea to please Djibouti at really 6 minutes of game time. With 6 minutes of game time, that's how Equatorial Guinea are still warming the shoulder of Djibouti. If Djibouti can get a restoration today, that will be a way forward match for them to grab. That will be a way forward deal for them to bring in the key aspect where we are going to see football statistics prevailed in red and brown styles. So your points of views are always very important as we do not neglect it because fans there are fans who give the exact predictions and it happens. For us, we always say prediction is not 100% guaranteed. You can still give prediction, the team will disprove you, and you will see that your prediction is not coming to pass. And that is way forward you realize you have been challenged by the prediction itself. So right now, for example, one of the matches I'm going to give you an example is the match of Nigeria. The match of Nigeria, many people betted Nigeria was to win the match, but obviously we didn't see it happens in that scenario. It went beyond that. It went beyond expectation. So that's why I said a prediction at times it will work for the statistics analysis. It will work for the statistics, but it's not all the time. Guys, which channel? There's no channel. I'm searching. I haven't got channel. I haven't got any channel. 3 goes to 2. Cameroon, Zambia. Okay. Where can I watch? Moye, Yopa. No way. I haven't gotten the update. Has the second half started? Not yet. The second half is still in the tunnel, still to surface. The second half is still in the tunnel as we wait for the unveiling of the game. So right now, for Zambia, we are still warming up. We are still warming up as we see Equatorial Guinea versus Djibouti and the pipeline as well. Still cooking some stories for us to digest, and we are going to love that when we immediately and we are going to see every aspect coming in. So for those of you who are looking on watching this match, if you cannot watch this match on your national TV, I don't really know where you can get it again. I've been checking online, but I haven't gotten any information. I haven't gotten any information. As I broadcast, I check. As I broadcast, I checked. So there is no way we are getting it. Equatorial Guinea is playing 10 minutes with Djibouti on ground as they prepares for their tournament. Zambia will carry Cameroon, and I don't know who will carry the day. Okay. Cameroon 3, Zambia 1. It is live, this game, please. Need to see it. Actually, the second half will start shortly. The second half is going to start shortly, very soon. This match is not televised. That is what I'm saying. The match is not covered. Many websites are not bringing us the full details. And even we like the details we are getting from where we got the the little, because it is clear. You can even know who scored. You can even know what has happened in the first half. If I'm going to be analyzing the first half, if I'm going to be analyzing the first half of this game, what can I tell you? I will only tell you Patson Daka was the first goal scorer at 13 minutes, which is the key notice, which is the key info. We need to check it. Also, at that same 13 minutes, we saw Edward Chilufua with the first yellow card of the game. When we moved to the 20th minute of the game, we saw Darling Yongwa equalizes Patson Daka goals to bring them to 1-1. That was an equalization. So we didn't have enough, as we could only get that on the scales to bring to you just it. So we are waiting for the second half to take it up. From there, we are going to be able to have an idea where we are heading to as pertaining to Equatorial Guinea and Djibouti. They are still playing their game smoothly as they gear toward the end, the first quarter of their game. I think Google, that's where you can get the info. Even Google shows you will get the info. You get the result after. Google shows you get the result after the match. Search Cameroon. It's also giving you time. Search Cameroon is also giving you time. As well as brothers who are streaming for us. France. So that is the second half for us, guys. Let's move on and see what the second half will look like. We are back and we mean business. We are back and we mean business. That is the way forward for Cameroon. For Cameroon versus Zambia. Let's see what happens next. If Zambia are going to take with the same speed, if Zambia are going to take up with the same speed they started the first half with, that means there will be positivity on their end. But if Cameroon are to continue in that same aspect that they later took on from Zambia, that means there will be light at the end of the tunnel for Cameroon. So both ways, it depends on what they want and how they keep up their pressure on what ground and what substitution they carries on. Because the key players are already in. We are definitely going to see substitution because this is just a Kage affair for us to face. This is not a tournament that you said they would go for a do or die to get the result. No, no team stand a chance to get any risks of injured players at this point. Ivory Coast is at the corner. It starts on the 14th, few days from now, and we should protect all the players on ground. One of the strategies I enjoyed so much is the strategies from the Iranian coach. If you can watch Iran, if any of you have seen or have observed the commentary broadcast from the Iran match versus Burkina Faso, you are going to notice that Iran won the match with ease, 2-1. Along the line, Iran were able to substitute all the players, including the keeper, and that gave them the upper hand to beat Burkina Faso 2-1. With that done, we are still checking the statistics to see how things can happen to that margin. What's Zambia lineups? Godfrey, these are the type of questions we answer in the verbal commentary broadcast. Godfrey, as concerning Zambia lineup, Zambia is using a formidable lineup alongside Cameroon, because Cameroon have gotten it at that level where we got a lineup of so as it is now. Oh, Zambia is playing 4-2-3-1, while Cameroon plays 4-3-3. Immediately we resume the second half, Zambia have undergone 3 substitutions at once. That is Bandas goes Fashion Sakala goes out and Bandas in. Mofuenta goes out and Kangwa in. Musonda goes out and another Musonda come in. So that is it. F Musonda goes out and L Musonda comes in. That is the timeline. That is a formidable fixture for Zambia. A 4-2-3-1 lineup. Yes, it was him, Daka. Yeah, Daka. Did Passon Daka score the goal for Zambia? Yes, he did. Mahrez. Passon Daka scored the goals for Zambia. He did. He did. It was excellent. He saw it off in the 13 minutes of game time. And that's the way forward we could get it. That Cameroon could come back at 20 minutes. And we got the game right now on the way. Looking for position. Looking for a standpoint. Jean-Daniel Akongo, buenos tardes. Buenos noches, Juan Daniel. Desde Bata, Guinea Equatoria. Guinea Equatoria is on the verge of looking forward to Djibouti at 17 minutes of game time. And that is the international friendly as we gear up every preparation for the African Cup of Nations. Jean-Daniel Denadal. Jean-Daniel Denadal. As we can see it, we are still moving on with 52 minutes. He's the best player for Zambia. Also, Fashion Sakala, very good player, youngster. And that is why I give it to you. In the initial lineup, we saw Fashion Sakala. They have substituted them because they are key players who are supposed to be preserved, not in case to incur any sort of injury. So we see Fashion Sakala has been replaced, Golden Mafuanta replaced, Frankie Musonda replaced. So Frankie Musonda replaced all these players with Lubambo Musonda goes in, Kings Kangwa, and Lamek Banda. So Zambia are smart enough to get it at that level where they are still looking at the real cause and strategizing, targeting the right channel to bring forth good result. Let's see what can happen. How is the performance to Zambia? I'm telling you, this game is almost same like Ghana Namibia's game. If you have listened or got the info about Ghana Namibia game, you will know that they are playing at same level. They are playing at same level. There's not like, because when they started, Zambia dominated, right, in position wise, but later Cameroon back up. As far so good, yeah. Life. So we could see the same margin of performance between both teams, and that is the way forward, and that's how we have gotten it We should also make hair for the sun to shine at that margin where we have already seen 1-1 being the ultimate. Djibouti still waiting to receive from Equatorial Guinea. Djibouti is still waiting to receive from Equatorial Guinea. That should be something to ponder upon. If that was to happen, we would have seen it already long time from now. But we are still working toward that direction to see the first substitution of Cameroon when it will comes in, because there seems to be a playing at full energy. Akale Bwango, as the second half started, yes, we are playing 55 minutes of game time. Clement Banda, we need goals. Mwebantu. So right now, we could get it at that point where Cameroon is still working on their strategies to bring in new energies to combat Zambia. Zambia will win this game. Let's wait and see if Zambia is going to win. As for now, we don't yet know. We see Vietnam have been stuck in the first half of their game as the game seems to be pending. The game seems to be pending. So let's say 22 minutes of game time between Djibouti and the Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea are sampling Guinea here with a very tight defense line that can bring in result, that can bring in manifestation, but they still wait to see what happens before they can deliver at the right channel with respect all included. So if we can say it at this point, say 56 minutes, can someone please share the link for watching the live? There is no link, Frank Saling. We might see a Cameroon goal soon, bro. Okay, let's wait for that Cameroon goal to come soon before we can get up and see what happens. No stream available for this game. It is a private encounter. It is being played in an enclosed environment. They said it is welcoming only important guests. So there's no live for the match. Yes, there are two pictures. So they said it's welcoming only important guests. That is what I was told. That is what I heard. So if you are not an important guest, even you are not admitted, you are not permitted in the stadium where the match is taking place in Saudi Arabia. That was the same margin of concentration as we got it. So without that, we should also be ready to see it again and again and again. That will be enough due for us to counteract, see the potentials at which we have put on. Zambia are still working up their ways. We can see clearly at 58 minutes. Thanks, Frank Stalin. Thanks, you. Now we are gearing toward the first 60 minutes of the game time. Although we have 32 more minutes to go till the end of this game. With 32 minutes, there's more guarantee that something can happen along the way till the end. Where Guinea Equatoria is Djibouti friend in a 45-minute cutting razor, still looking at the potentials where they can keep the candle burning till the end of the game. So let's start on and see what will be the finalization of this game. One goes to 10. Zuba, hello, how are you? We're still working on that strategy to see it happen. We're still working on that. If it was that necessary, it was that important, we'll have show up with the latest result being 1-1 draw. Cameroon win. Those who can bet online in play bet on Cameroon to score the next goal, bet maximum, guys. I'm confident. Cameroon win. Cameroon win. You can hear it from our fellow viewers. They are confirming from the statistics they got so far that Cameroon is going to win. So they are confirming it that Cameroon is going to win. What about Equatorial Guinea and Djibouti? We saw what happened between Equatorial Guinea and Djibouti last time out, right? So we should also expect the same time out, the same scenario to make hay for the sun to shine. While we see a game coming in that same fixture. That will be enthusiastic. That will be fantabulous. It could have happened at any time, but we still wait for it to take place with the second goal at hand, coming and calling. Still, we haven't gotten any substitution line, and the game is a very fair game, guys. Only one yellow card since the starting of this game till now. We haven't gotten any yellow card. We haven't gotten any yellow card, and Cameroon is still maximizing their position. Look, Wenya, the real result is not yet out. Still waiting for the real result for Vietnam, Kyrgyzstan. Okay. Alejandro hablo español, hablo inglés, Alejandro Neda, de Neda. De nada, hablo, Alejandro, come on, let's go. Italian, no Spanish. France, Italy, disculpe. Por favor, it's okay. We got it. Every language on the chat have people who hear it. We have people from diverse community. So whatever you can write on the chat, it's fine. Soy de Mexico. Soy de Dubai. Alexander, United Arab Emirates. So let's see what happens here. We see Cameroon still preparing for the journey toward winning. Welcome, Alejandro. Ares, we see Dakar, we score again. Which Dakar are we talking about? Is it the person that have been replaced? If you are talking about person Dakar, he has been replaced, okay? If you talk about Patson Dakar, that he will score again, sorry, he has been substituted. What are the score, bro? 1-1. The score is 1-1. Magnificent. Go Zambia, go. So, if you are talking of any Zambian player who will score, then you should be talking about. You should be talking. You should be talking about Lamek Banda. Lamek Banda. You should be talking about Kings Kangwa. You should be talking about Lubambo Musonda. Not leaving out. Yeah, Patson Daka is still in. Patson Daka is still in. You got it right, bro. He hasn't been substituted yet. Maybe he will go down for a brace. I was mistakenly for Fashion Sakala. Fashion Sakala has been substituted. So Passon Daka is still in the stadium. He's still looking forward. Cameroon will win by 2 goals to 1. Nips, no problem. Hope Kennedy Musonda has been introduced. Kennedy Musonda, I don't think Cameroon will score between 70 to 80 minutes. We got it. We are going to keep this comment till 70 to 80 minutes and see how smart. No, Patson Daka is not out, rather it is Fashion Sakala who is out. Lamek Banda replaces Fashion Sakala. And right now we can get it here with that happening. With Cameroon, they are still intact. No substitution yet. Nothing. We are still waiting for them to bring in something. That is already 65 minutes. How is the game, bro? The game is nice. It's just a Kage affair. There is no pressure. There's nothing to fight for at this point. So I think nobody is ready to lose a player out of injury just to get the friendly victory. Every team prefer to lose here and make a better performance at the Nation Cup. So I think that is the goal for every team. That's the goal for every team. Lose here and win at the tournament. So the game is very cold. As we see Equatorial Guinea still warming up at 33 minutes with Djibouti. It still shows something significant for us to understand that they are still working. I'm waiting for a goal from Lemak Banda. Okay, Evans, we are going to see the goal. Let's wait and see if the goal comes in. How about goal, bro? Jeloya, we haven't gotten a clear output, a clear viewpoints about Kyrgyzstan, Vietnam. We still wait for the game to unveil. We still wait for the game because it started excellently, but along the line, we saw something happen, and we couldn't get the actual information till the end. So we are still waiting for the information to unveil. Julia, we are still waiting for the information to unveil. Me too from Banda. Okay, we are waiting for a winner. We wait for the winner, Luxon. Who is win this match? Ahmed Jama. Let's wait and see who is going to win as we match into the 70 minutes of game time. That is what El Nip says. There will be a goal between 70 to 80 minutes. That's why I pin his comment so that we can realize and take note where the prediction will comes from. Kyrgyzstan, bro, goal, Mobile Legends. Hello, that's Kyrgyzstan for us. There haven't been a goal yet. We are still warming up. We are still seeing the statistics as it is unveiling. That was supposed to be something to enjoy. So if the initial prediction was a 2-2 draw, and at this point we are at a 1-1 draw, that means we are following the right path. But at the end, that is when we are only going to know if truly we are going to play a draw in this game. Majority of the international friendly have ended in a draw. We know that. But it doesn't mean that this will end in a draw. Zambia is winning. Jonathan, I haven't seen yet. Maybe it's a prediction or you are telling us who is pressing. Concerning pressing, nobody is pressing another, Shadi. Everybody is relaxed and cold, right? Everybody is very relaxed and cold in this game. Nobody is in the haste to go ahead of another. That's not the issue here. Zambia will win. Let's see as it unveils also between Ekichira Guinea and Djibouti. We're still waiting for a pathway, still waiting for a plan B for them when it comes to the game fixture at that point. Then we are going to get it done. So let's get it up and see what happens next with the games fixture still coming in. Zambia go. Come on, Cameroon, let's get things done. Cameroon is still getting a wake up call as they are still anticipating. We are in the 70 minute. Cameroon, un goal. Guinea, Garcia, soyez les bienvenus. Comment allez-vous? J'espère que vous allez bien. À l'heure actuelle, c'est très un peu compliqué entre Cameroun et les Zambie. Ils sont en train de manipuler entre eux pour voir comment ils peuvent minimiser le risque d'avoir un défait qui peut faire que les autres joueurs ne pouvaient pas arriver à atteindre la CAN à Côte d'Ivoire. Maintenant, c'est leur pouvoir qui va gagner entre 70 minutes de temps pour évoluer jusqu'à la fin. Are you watching the match live? Shadi Shet, I take it from satellite and I broadcast to you. Go Zambia. How to win today. So right now we are heading in within the scale of 70 to 80 minutes. And the force is there. The force is there. We could still get it as we prepare for the cutting razor. Watching from Uzbekistan. Shout out to you from Uzbekistan. Love from Uzbekistan. MSTV, it is a pleasure to see you. It's a pleasure to have you. It's a pleasure to have you all as we keep it up and running. That will be nice to take it from that angle. It will be nice to see it at this point where Cameroon are still working extremely hard in full energy. And again, we have seen Zambia have undergone another substitution. They got Zambia here got another substitution with Miguel Changwa goes in and Chilufwa goes out. That is how we got it here. Zambia are testing their players on the right note, but Cameroon are still in full energy, compacted, and want to finish the 90 minutes with the initial 11 players. What is up? What do you think wins? Je regarde depuis le Cameroun. Soyez le bienvenu. I am the most. Merci d'avoir été là. What are the Cameroonian subs made? Actually, Shadis, there is no sub for Cameroon. Actually, we haven't seen any sub for Cameroon. Cameroon is not making hay for the sun to shine. They are still seriously playing with their initial 11. I don't know why serious at this moment where many players' potentialities and capabilities are supposed to be tested on this ground. So there's need to give opportunities to those players to come in and test their skills. Where is the time? We are already playing 75 minutes. When are they going to play? We have 15 more minutes to see the end of the game and nothing is happening. Cameroon can make a sub. That's the only good team they have. If they make any sub, then they are gone. Rati, are you sure? Are you sure our coach is just substituting? Andrew Tembo, let me tell you this. It's not about just substituting. You get it? This is the preliminary stages of the African Cup of Nations. You know the potentials of those players at this moment. It's better to lose here and win in the African Cup of Nations than to win here. It's better to lose here and win in the African Cup of Nations than to win here and lose in the African Cup of Nations. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Cameroon win. Okay, Cameroon have not yet scored the second goal. What the problem is not substituting. The problem is knowing what to do at the right time to do it. I have cited one example to you. Iran plays Burkina Faso and won 2-1. In that match, Burkina Faso started substitution at 85 minutes when the game was almost ending. But the Iranian coach took time to substitute all the 11 players, substitute everybody along the line, and they ended up winning 2-1. So, I don't know, even if they are to lose, you substitute all the 11 players, they are still going to lose. So, there is no big deal about it. It's just that we follow suit with what the coach have put in place for us to follow. That is the way things are going to flow till the end. We got no other choice than to follow what they are doing. Why Equatorial Guinea plays 10 minutes of their game time with Djibouti, still trying to make hay for the sun to shine, to see the first deadlock as it is on the way. It's in the tunnel trying to surface, and when it surfaces, we're going to see the clear cut as that is the way to the top. Nip, we are in the 70 to 80 minute. Our coach too much substituting. He hasn't done it that too much. You cannot term the substitution of the Zambian coach to be too much. You understand? He only did 4 substitution. He did only 4 substitution. But still, Zambia is winning. Is Miguel Chewa in? I think Miguel Chewa is in. Miguel Chewa. Yeah, Miguel Chengwa is in. He replaces Chilofwa. He replaces Edward Chilofia. Edward Chilofia. So they are up and boiling at a very high temperature. Thanks for the update. Thank you too. How is the ball so far? Actually, there's nothing there. If there were changes as to who is pressing who here, you would have seen it on the chart. You would have seen it would have been impacted by the goal margin. That is where we see the potentialities of who is playing the best football. Whether you play best football from earth to heaven and you don't score, there is nothing to be counted as football. Football is practical. We see football practically, not theoretically. You cannot take the theoretical aspect and win a trophy. It's only practical. It doesn't matter whether you place at 20% ball position, win. Even if you place at 10%, win. Win the opponent who is playing at 90%. That is football. Elnep, we are almost expiring 80 minutes and we haven't seen a goal. We haven't seen a goal as we place 80 minutes. We were expecting this prediction on the screen to come to pass, but the prediction have bounced. The prediction have bounced. We haven't seen it. It has bounced back, and maybe we are not expecting to see it anytime soon. Maybe we are not expecting to see it anytime soon. It will happen. It might happen. It will happen. It might happen. Both ways. Anyway, we take it from there. So there's no big deal as when things get on. It's no big deal. We are still working on the strategies on how to get the showpiece. That is still 80 minutes of game time gone. Show because everyone is running away from having injury. That is it. You got the point now. Everyone is running away from having injury. Okay, so there is no seriousness in this game. Prediction has what? I predicted 2-2 draw. That was my initial prediction. 2-2 draw. Game on what TV channel? Naked, I haven't seen any TV channel covering the game. Cameroon will win either ways. Last 10 minutes, let's go. I think it's a good match for both of them. It's a good match, definitely, Serape. It's a good match. So obviously, the prediction of 70 to 80 minutes have not been realized. We remove the comment. But what's the meaning of the same game if they are running away from injuries? It's just a worm of under table. FIFA and CAF have the way they plan their things, so you cannot really understand. They need to make the cash, and I don't really think it's about the cash because it's not the match is not even open to all the supporters. It's not open to many people. It's only some particular groups of guests that will participate in the match because it's a closed door match. Where you saw watching game, bro, you wanna watch and support the Lions. Neke, actually, my information is from the satellite. Go Cameroon. Ramat, why do I feel like you are watching from the browser? Because we will rather know what's happening on the page for the watch along. Which browser are you talking about? We have many sites you can get information about this game, Shadi. You have many sites you can get information about this game, how it's unveiling. It's not only one side you have to focus on. You have to check because at times different sites have different information. You have to compare at least three sites to see if they have the same information at the same time. Remember, AFCON is near. The corner is not a competition but a friendly game. It's more like a warm up. So that is it. It's a warm up setup. So let's say it's a warm up. We got it at 82 minutes. Cameroon not making any substitution, and we got it also that their previous match where we saw Cameroon have met Zambia back in 2016 for the World Cup qualifiers. The first leg they placed a 1-1 draw. The second leg they placed a 2-2 draw, and again in international friendlies we saw Cameroon beat Zambia in 2019, 2-1 in 2021. We saw Zambia beat Cameroon 2-0. In today's fixture, we are playing 1-1 draw, and we don't know what will happen at the end. So, out of their previous four encounters, they have Cameroon have been able to secure one win, one draw, one losses. Same likewise Zambia. So they are on equal scales. Nobody is above another. That's the way we still see the game. That's 83 minutes. 80 minutes gone. Where to watch the game? 80 minutes gone. On top of the hour, we're now going to score Zambia. So we are going to see what's happening when we definitely comes closer to the end of the game. I guess we will just wait for the game highlights. If at all it will be available, maybe the game highlight will be available at FIFA TV. I don't know, or CAF TV. I don't know, because if CAF is not covering, I don't know who is going to cover. If a whole CAF cannot cover the game, I doubt who is going to cover the game. So that should be the way forward for a game fixture like this to unveil. And very soon we are going to take on Burundi and Algeria in another showpiece. Burundi and Algeria will be another way forward. 85 minutes gone. 3 goes to 1. Zambia semi-final Cup African from Morocco. Okay, that is 2020 what? The 2025 or 2026. Christopher Chichi, 3 goes to 1. Okay, that is already 85 minutes. As pertaining to 85 minutes, we are getting on and we are looking at where we are going to end the showpiece with that margin all included, and Cameroon is warming up and looking for finishing touches, as well as the game fixture that comes in. That should be 86 minutes. Come on, Chipolopo boys. Show them what you are able to do. Of course, Okupo, Pirogo, Cameroon. Zambia is good team this year. Of course, Zambia is good. Zambia is good. Zambia is good. We played 87 minutes and they are still firm and strong. And that margin of concentration where we are seeing a draw game between them. We're still looking for Zambia to keep up the flag and bring something formidable. 1-1 go to 1. Cameroon gameplay tactics teach chemistry. Impression from Cameroon gameplay tactics. If they are good, then they should win. Bigger, you got it right. Let's go, Zambia. If any team here is good, let them win. Are we together? Let them win. If any team here is good, let them win. Because it's a win that will bring us the disparity between them, the differences. But if we cannot get it done at this level, that means there's nothing to talk about. But Zambia, Cameroon, they are on the same level. I already told you guys. There is no big margin. There's no great margin. Cameroon have shown to Zambia, and there's no big margin Zambia have shown to Cameroon. Highest is a 2 goes to 0. Two goes to zero. 1-1 draw. To see it at that margin. Players. 90 minutes with same players. This is a magical moment. Never you underestimate Lions. This is a magical moment. We are driving into the injury time, guys. We are into the injury time, and that's where we are seeing the game to come in. Let's hope you will be streaming the AFCON. Certainly, Seraph, certainly, I will try my best. How many minutes added? I'm still working and waiting for the added time. It hasn't been published yet. We have not seen the added time yet. We are still working with the added time. That may be another challenges that is going to happen. $90 of game time into the injury time. That is the end. The game has ended. Cameroon have ended the game in a draw of 1-1. As a draw, who is covering you that single, bro? To say like that, no highlights for that game. Christopher Nyombo, I don't think there will be highlight. That is why I'm telling you, if CAF have not covered the match, I doubt where we are going to get highlight of this game. Who's covering you? That single, bro. I don't even understand what you said, Christopher. Can you come again? It's still on. So we have ended up in a draw. Christopher, can you make me to understand what you mean? So let's get the game underway. Let's pull up. El Nib, thank you so much coming. Thank you for coming. You are welcome. You are welcome. Objective achieve. Draw is a good. Gideon, Kailu, objective is achieved. A draw is good. Thank you guys. Thank you all. Hello guys, welcome back to Yamstein Sport. Let's see what happens between uh, the game fixture between Burundi versus Algeria, not forgetting Indonesia versus Iran, as we bring forth the key details pertaining to who is going to triumph in this game, who is going to win. That remains the focal point, that remains the statistics, that remains the way forward. As we see, Algeria has been always formidable, and we think they can also do past the level as comparing to Burundi, who has been just at the floor level. So we should see what happens at this point, moving with it all the way to really understand what is up for grabs. So let's see what's happening and what's going to happen as we start with the lineup for both teams. For Burundi, as they are going to be looking formidable for us to really understand. If Burundi here happens to be at that point where we have to see Algeria run riot on them, it is going to be another way forward for us to know that something is really wrong somewhere, because Burundi is not a standard team for the game fixture so far as Algeria is concerned. Algeria is at time uh, being recognized as one of those better team when it comes to a fixture like this. So we should be able to take that name, that tally up and the flag up for better understanding. If we get it at that point, then we can see the statistics as it comes in a full details. Right now, we haven't gotten any statistics as we have ended already the game. Why Zambia here have with Cameroon have ended their own show. We take everything back to normal and see up Algeria, Burundi as they take on their game. Maybe we are going to be fortunate. We are going to be opportune to get the coverage of the match. We don't yet know. We don't yet know how it's going to happen, but we still remain focused, waiting for the event to unfold in details. From there, we can get a clear understanding of what has happened. With that we can still get up from there and continue. Why Iran is still waking up with Indonesia to see where to base their claim and take it up with the first 5 minutes of their game time. That will still be a way forward match for us to really understand what is up, and we can still base our claim with Iran being somehow a better team on paper as compared to Indonesia. So from 5 minutes now, we are going to emerge and see where the game we end up With that all in place, we should be able to understand and see Indonesia forward to the end, while we see Algeria also on. So now let's see the formidable fixtures of Algeria Burundi. You guys are welcome wherever you are watching from. Actually, I'm trying my best to bring to you just the best so far as Burundi Algeria match is concerned, because the match tends to be an indoor match. We don't know why it happens to be an indoor match, but that is what we are being told, that it is an indoor match. So that is why we are trying to bring to you just the best. If concerning the lineup, we have seen Algeria playing, Burundi playing Algeria with the lineup of 3-4-1-2. Why Burundi, Algeria takes 4-3-3, the reverse fixture. With that lineup, we are able to understand every aspect that is looking formidable, that's looking fantastic, with leaving no stone unturned. It is still a point where we can keep the focus and see what Algeria are going to give to Burundi, or what Burundi are going to give to Algeria. Both ways, it's perfect, right? Both ways, it's perfect. We don't know which way it's going to come, but we have to take it at that same venue, because when you look, yeah, I'm going to let you know that it is a game that is going to produce a result only after the game. And we stand the chance to let you know that the little we get, we bring forth immediately as we are receiving from the satellite where the venue and where the game is taking place. And that is the friendly, that's the friendly here. We all what is in the hands of Burundi to share. They are still hanging up with every little at started the Kage, started the Kige, started Kige with Algeria still looking for a position that will help us to understand. We help us to understand why Burundi looks fantastic, looks formidable as we walk along the line to get the clear result, to get the clear outcome. It is already how many minutes of playing time? As we speak, we are getting 8 minutes of game time between Burundi and Algeria. With 8 minutes of game time between Burundi and